The goal of an empirical study is to answer a research question based on direct or indirect observation or experimentation. An empirical research article is the mechanism used by most researchers to publish on that research. It's usually written in a language meant for other researchers in that field of study. When you're looking in the databases in the library, you'll find several types of articles. You might find news articles written by journalists who report on what research is taking place. You might see review articles, evaluative surveys of previous published research, theoretical articles that evaluate past research in order to develop a theory that explains those findings, and empirical research articles, sometimes also called empirical studies or primary research articles. And these are a formal presentation of original research. You'll be able to identify empirical articles by the following criteria. First of all, the type of publication. Popular journals like Newsweek or Psychology Today won't have empirical research. Instead, you'll find them in academic or scholarly journals. Perspective is important. The author must be discussing their own research. And finally, empirical research articles will have a prescribed structure. These articles will have at least a method section describing how they gathered their data and analyzed it, a results section where they talk about the analysis of the data gathered, and a conclusion or discussion section that outlines the implication of their research. Now, most empirical articles will normally contain the following 6 sections: a title and abstract, an introduction or lit review, and then of course the methods, results, and discussion. And if they reference other citations, then they'll provide those citations so that other researchers can locate that material. Let's look at an example of an empirical research article. So here we have the article, "You Don't Look Like an Athlete: The Effects of Feminine Appearance on Audience Perceptions of Female Athletes and Women in Women's Sports." And this is from the Journal of Sport Behavior. And we can tell that this article from this journal is published in a scholarly journal that has been peer-reviewed. So it's the right type of publication. Let's take a closer look at the full text of the article. This article not only is the right type of publication, but it also is discussing the author's own original research. And in addition, it contains the right structure. Even though it starts with a lit review, citing other authors and research in this field of study, it contains a methodology section, a results section, and conclusions and discussions where they talk about the implications of the study's findings. In addition, this article also includes references that were mentioned in the lit review in the introduction.